Hey everybody, it's YGO Paladin, and in today's video, I'm going to be doing a reaction to the new Eternity Code cards that were just revealed to us. Eternity Code is going to be the next set that's going to be after Ignition Assault, and with that, we got 8 new cards that were revealed for the set, and I'm very excited to read what they're going to do. We're going to have our first Link 6 monster. I believe that's the Link 6 that we're getting, and I'm very excited. I want to know what these cards do, so I have been waiting to read these cards as soon as they got posted, as soon as they got translated, because that took a while to translate onto my my Instagram page. So yeah, I'm all ready to read these cards. So let's get straight into these cards because we do have a lot to talk about in this video. So the first card we're going to talk about is Parallel Exceed. It is a Ciphers effect monster, win level 8, 2000 attack, 2000 defense. Okay. Its effect reads, you can only use each of the first and second effects of this card's names once per turn, so restrictions on both of their effects. First effect is that if you link summon while this card is in your hand, you can special summon this card to your zone that link monster points to. Okay, so kind of something similar to what most Ciphers monsters tend to do in Ciphers-based archetype decks. Anything Ciphers related, actually. Second effect, if this card is normal or special summoned, you can special summon one Parallel XC from your deck. So you get another level 8 monster on board. Third effect, if summoned by the effect of Parallel XC, this card's level becomes 4. Also, its original attack and defense become half. Okay, so wait. If I'm reading this correctly, and comment down below if I got this wrong, if I'm interpreting this wrong. Since the first one was special summon from your hand was special summoned by the effect of Parallel XC, wouldn't that also make it a level 4? So both of them would be level 4s? So you can make a rank 4 play? I'm pretty sure that's what's hinting on there. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it looks. If anything, you got 2 more monsters to do just to link off. I feel like this card's going to be a secret rare when it comes out. But yeah, if that's true, if it's true that they both become level 4s, that's actually really good. It's a Terra Top for rank 4 plays. That's really nice. Moving on, we have a Send Code Talker. Oh, Access Code Talker. I'm sad. I'm so sorry. Access Code Talker. Wow. It is a Ciphers Link Effect monster, Dark Link 4, attack 2300, and it has Firewall Dragon link markers that is the left, right, top, and bottom. It requires 2 or more effect monsters. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of this card's effects. First effect, if this card is link summoned, you can target one link monster used as material for its link summon. This card gains attack equal to that monster's link rating times 1000. Ooh, so 2300, it depends what you're going to use, but if you use a link 2, you're already going to give it another 2000. So it'll be 4300. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Second effect, you can banish one link monster from your field or graveyard. Destroy one card your opponent controls. Also, you cannot banish another monster with the same attribute to activate the effect of Access Code Talker for the rest of this turn. And it's not once per turn. Yeah, I like that. Holy hell. I'm just realizing that's not once per turn, and your opponent cannot activate anything in response to this card. Whoa, that's actually really good. And I believe this is the final set for VRAINS. I'm pretty sure it is. I can 100% say that it is going to be the final set for VRAINS because I'm pretty sure they did say that. But if it is, this is like the best way to end Code Talkers. Like, holy hell, this card is really cool. I like this card. Maybe this card would be like a secret rare because I think like a lot of the cover cards have been ultra rares. I don't know. This card is really nice. I like this card. This card was really awesome. And if it is the final Code Talker, they knocked it out of the park, in my opinion. The next monster we have is Proxy Magician. It is a Ciphers Link Effect monster, Fire, Link 2, attack 1400, and its link markers are bottom left, bottom right. Really good link markers. It requires 2 effect monsters. A lot of these are Ciphers and generic. You can only use each of the first and second effects of this card's names once per turn. First effect, during your main phase, you can fusion summon one fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters you control as fusion materials. So we actually got a link monster that is a polymerization. That's interesting. But it has to be monsters you control. Second effect, if a fusion monster is fusion summoned to a zone this card points to, you can special summon one monster with 1,000 or less attack from your hand. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna say from graveyard. But extension is still pretty good. Unfortunately, it still has to be 1,000 or less. So this card's good. I think it's okay. I like how it is a polymerization for link monsters. The only thing I don't like is that it has to be monsters you control. And the second effect is decent, but it has to be 1,000 or less. So I might be a little bit too harsh on this card, but it's cool. Yeah, there might be some plays you could do with this, especially in a Ciphers deck. I feel like you could use this in what do you call it? Attic Nisters. So yeah, I think this card would be decent in Attic Nisters. Moving on, we have Splash Mage. It is a Ciphers link effect. Gee, another Ciphers. Ciphers link effect. Water link to attack 1100, and its markers are the top right and bottom right. Requires 2 Ciphers monsters. You can only use the effect of this card's names once per turn. First effect, First effect, you can target one Ciphers monster in your graveyard. Special summon it in defense position, but negate its effects. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of this turn except Ciphers monsters. So this is okay. It's a recursion for your graveyard. The only thing it has to be in defense, so you cannot special summon a link monster. Kind of was hoping it was gonna say like, you know, special summon that monster, but I think that would have been too OP, probably. But this card is not that bad. At least you can get another monster and probably go into like a link 3 play. Sorry, you can go into a link 3. There's probably some ways you could abuse this card in some capacity with Ciphers decks. Everything, in my opinion, is going to go straight to Attic Nisters. Like, I'm looking at these and I'm thinking Attic Nister. So yeah, this is decent, and I think it could see some play, but we'll have to wait and see. Next, we have Link Cross. Okay, that kind of I like the name for that. It is a Ciphers link effect monster, light link 1, attack 900, and its link marker is bottom. The bottom link marker, that's cool. It requires 1 link 2 or higher link monster, so no link 1s, no link Karibos. You can only use the effect of this card's names once per turn. First effect, if this card is link summoned, you can special summon link tokens, Ciphers light level 1, attack and defense 0, up to the link rating of the material used for this card's link summon. Also, you cannot use link tokens as link materials for the rest of this turn. And this one, not as good. You get tokens, but what's the end game with those tokens? Are you just gonna have like a big wall for defense? Probably. That's the best way. That's the best thing I can think of. But I understand the restriction. I mean that. Imagine going into a link, like using a Saryuja or something. Oh no, it has to be Ciphers, right? No, 1 link 2 or higher link monster. Yeah, so using like a Saryuja, go into this, get 4 tokens, and go to like a link 5. Or whatever. Not link 5, but any link monster in general. So yeah, I understand the restriction, but I don't see the upside to this card. Moving on, we have the Arrival Ciphers Attic Nister. We got, the level 6. I don't know why. I didn't even look at the picture. It is a Ciphers link effect, dark link 6, attack 0. Its link markers are, wow, they're everywhere. We have left, right, top, bottom left, bottom right. It requires 3 or more monsters with different attributes. So somewhat generic, but you have to have different attributes, which I think is going to be a big difference in how to play this card. So Attic Nisters can probably go into this. I just don't know exactly when or where they're going to go. Anyways, first effect, you can only control the Arrival Ciphers Attic Nister. Second effect, this card's original attack becomes This card's original attack becomes the number of materials used for its link summon times 1,000. Okay, so that's good in theory, because if you're going to use, let's say in theory you're going to use 6 monsters, it's going to have 6,000 attack points. More than likely, that's not going to happen at all. And if anything, you might try to get it to 3,000 or something like that. But the thing is that if someone impermanenced it or Forbidden Chaliced it, its effects are negated, right? So it will go back down to 0, or at least for Forbidden Chalice, so it'll have 400. But kind of iffy on that. Third effect, unaffected by other card effects. Never mind. I did. Okay, so never mind. This card, I take that back. This card's actually gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good just because of that. You have to make this card like a big beater. they cannot affect. It's unaffected by anything. So I think they have to attack with it. They have to attack into it. For fourth effect, once per turn, you can target one other monster on the field, destroy it, and if you do, special summon one Ad Ignister token, Ciphers Dark, level 1, attack and defense 0 to a zone this card points to. Okay, so this card's actually pretty good. I like this. Unaffected. Depends how many materials that you're going to use. Like, if anything, you're going to use 3 materials. So let's say you use 3 Link 2s. So if anything, 3,000 attack points. Okay, that's fine. But it's unaffected by anything. So its attack is never going to go back down to 0. And I like that. I actually like that. And I do like that you can pop a monster to special summon a token. Now that token, you could probably link it into like what? Link Spider probably. So... And this is if you're going to use Ad Ignister. So I don't know when you're going to use this card because it's a Link 6. Like how often are you going to go into this card? That's the thing I want to know. Next we have Eye Contact. Oh, okay. Eye Contact. It's a normal spell. You can only activate one of this card's. You can only activate one card with this card's name once per turn. If Ignister Island is in your field zone, you can reveal one Ignister Island in your hand, place it at the bottom of your deck, and if you do, draw 3 cards. Yeah, I like that. And I like the art too. That's kind of funny. This card's actually good. I don't know. The thing is, though, it's a bit situational. You need to have the field spell on your field and one in your hand to put back in your deck, draw 3 cards. I don't think you're going to go into this that much. If anything, maybe run it at 1. I mean, it is searchable. It's not too hard to get 2 fields because I've done some test playing with deck. And you can really get your field spell out, especially if it's in the graveyard, has a recursion effect. Get one into your hand somehow, and then just draw 3 cards. So I can see what they're trying to do, but I don't know how often that's going to happen. Last card we have is IQ. Man, I like these artworks. It is a continuous trap card. Activate this card if you control a Ad Ignister monster. Once per turn, during your standby phase, you must tribute 1 Link monster or destroy this card. Okay. First effect, each player can only link summon once per turn while this card is face up in the spell and trap zone? Yeah, we got another floodgate. Alright, but it's only for Ad Ignister, so I like that. There's actually some small restriction to this summoning mechanic, which I'm fine with, honestly. If players are going to do once per turn, depends how they're going to do it. I can see this is supposed to be for Ad Ignisters. So Ad Ignisters, it depends what version you're going to be doing or when you're going to activate this card. You want to probably do this if you're going to go first. This card could be set somehow, and then you're going to have like Dark Templar pointed to 2 monsters, probably like Cyber's Quantum and maybe Light Dragon. And with that, come the next turn, depends what you're going to go into and how often you're going to do your Link summonings, because it's not... Excuse me, it's not, it is kind of Link based actually too. You're just going to have to figure around how to use this card. And I do like that it is only restricted to a certain archetype rather than it being a generic trap card. Because would you imagine if this card was out and it says, hey, we can only do 1 Link summon per turn? That's it. I'm like, okay. So I like this card, really decent. So yeah, that was my reaction for these 8 cards. And I gotta say, I thought the Decode Talker was really awesome. I like that. I like the Ad Ignister. I do like it's unaffected and everything like that. So those 2 are my favorites out of these. I do enjoy that, what do you call it, Parallel Exceed. I'm pretty sure, if I am correct, then that card is going to be like awesome. I think I'm going to love that card. If I'm correct that they are both treated as level 4s, then it's awesome. But other than that, it is Ciphers, and I wonder if I don't think Signet Mining can add that, right? Isn't it Signet Mining like level 4 or lower? But it is a Ciphers, so more than likely I could see that being in the Ad Ignister deck. So I'm hoping that it is treated as level 4s, because that can go into your Light Dragon Ad Ignister. So yeah, with that, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and comment down below what you think about these cards and which one was your favorite out of these card reveals. And let me know what you're more excited to see in this pack. I want to see more Ad Ignister support. I want to see some more, and I'm hoping that there will be more, and not just these 3 cards. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm hoping we get some really good busted support to make the deck actually competitive. Because I'm really going to go hard with Ignition Assault coming up in January. So with that, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Hit the like button if you did, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more upcoming videos. And with that, guys, I'll see you all in the next video.